Hi all. So I bought a better mic for YouTube videos. Let's check it out. So I've got some notes on the computer regarding mics in general and this mic. So we'll just do an open box here and then we'll go upstairs and we'll talk about it more on the computer screen. So let's see here. I think Blue is the name of the company and Yeti is the model of the mic. I think there's 3 versions, so we'll talk about that later. Here it says the ultimate USB microphone for professional recording. So that should say for amateur professional recording, because going through USB, it's okay, but as far as I know, if you're doing pro recording, you'd still go through an XLR. So I think it does. The more expensive version comes with an XLR, but real expensive mics, you're talking thousands of dollars. So even though it's $100 mic, it's still an amateur mic. Okay, well, let's just open the box here and then we'll read it on the computer screen. That print's kind of small. Trying to take it out of the box without breaking it. It's impossible. Let's see. So that probably would have slid up. Okay, so there's the mic. They put some type of manual here. I think you can download the manual as a PDF. It'd be a lot easier to read. USB cable. So let's see what we got here. That's upside down. Okay, it goes like this. Gain is basically like a volume, power, the power that the mic is going to pick up. This would be the pattern that's nice that it has this on it, because back in the 90s I was into music and recording, and if you wanted these different patterns, you normally had to buy different mics. So we'll talk about the different patterns when we get to the computer screen upstairs. Mute button, and this is your general volume. This must be the volume of the headphones if you want to listen to yourself through headphones. That's just another spot to screw in a mic stand. This is where you would plug in your USB cable here. If you're going to listen to yourself through headphones, you plug in your headphones here. Okay. So it's pretty straightforward. Nice stand. It's not really going to fall over. Yeah, it seems pretty sturdy. Even tilted like that, she ain't going to fall over. I guess if you did it like that, it might be a little sturdier. So. Both ways are pretty sturdy. Okay, so, you know, what I'm mainly looking at is that, right? It used to be when you saw a big windscreen, that's just a windscreen here. You know, it looks like screen on your window. When you saw a big windscreen, you had a big microphone. Like the main part of the microphone was like the size of the windscreen. Think of a microphone as just like a speaker. You know what a speaker looks like? Yeah. So if you had a big speaker, a big microphone, you're mainly recording low sounds. Okay. If you had a little microphone, I don't have any here that I can show you now, but if you had a little microphone, you know, if this was real small, then you use that to record high sounds. But with this guy, you can't tell. You know, when I started to research this, first thing I wanted to see was the size of the microphone, what's going on inside there. You know, and there's actually two microphones built inside there. You know, so that's what this stuff is all about. So that's what this stuff is all about. As you click through these, you're turning one off, or turning them both on, or turn one on in the front and one on in the back. Best pictures that I could find of the guts, there was 2, but there might be 3. So gain is the one that confuses people the most. You know, like you can turn the volume up. Well, let's see, that's the volume for headphones, right? So let's see, you have Camtasia. Let's say you're using this to record in Camtasia, right? You have Camtasia microphone set to the max, right? Coming into the line in on your computer, set to max. Well, then you can use this to make the microphone input more powerful, so it's going to be louder. you're increasing the gain. So it's kind of like just a volume level. So it's kind of like just a volume, you know, in basic terms. It's just another fancy word for volume, but it's actually like the power. Here we're turning down the power of the input. Here we're increasing the power of the input. One video I watched, the guy said always have it up here like 75%. One video I watched, the guy said he always had his turned all the way down. So I think it's kind of mainly a personal preference. I think if you had, you know, I'm guessing here now because I haven't plugged it in yet, but with this all the way down, you'd probably pick up less noise in the room. You know, if you got like humming from the computers and stuff like that, it may not pick up things far away. But if you turn this up, it's going to pick up every little thing in the room. You know, you click on your mouse, it'll pick all that stuff up. You bump your table a little bit, it'll probably pick that up, you know, because the mic is more powerful, so it's picking up more stuff. So we'll talk about that more when we go look at the stuff on the computer screen. So it looks like a pretty cool mic though. I owned a lot of mics in my younger days, and most of them were used, but this one looks pretty cool. Seems to be the one that it seems to be the mic of choice these days. There might be better ones, but you're paying $200-300 just for a USB mic. So let's take a glance at the box here, since we got it here. Okay, so here it's just like an advertisement screen. They're not really saying anything important. An incredibly versatile USB microphone. Ultimate professional USB microphone. Mute button, master volume. So we'll have to play with that. We'll see if it increases the overall input of your voice. Headphone output, USB mic, USB plug, threaded mic stand, custom bass, mic gain control, for popular pattern selector, stereo, cardioid, omni, bidirectional. So here it says that the Yeti is one of the most advanced and versatile multi-pattern. Multi-pattern, what they're talking about is this stuff here. The multi-pattern is the stereo, cardioid, omni, bidirectional. When I was recording, I recorded everything in stereo, or just about everything in stereo, but I would use two mics. I put two mics in front of the guitar amp, two mics on the piano, you know, two mics for your voice, you know. You would just get a thicker sound, you know. So that was pretty standard. When you record drums, you may have, you know, 5-10 mics on your drums. Just depends on your style and the sound you're trying to get. Combining 3 capsules. Oh, okay, there's 3 capsules. That's what I was talking about inside here. There's 3 capsules. 1, 2, 3. That's how they're getting 4 different patterns. Because as you turn your knob, you're turning those capsules off and on. Capsules, don't let the word mess you up. They're just small speakers. I'll show you a picture when we get upstairs. Combining 3 capsules and 4 different pattern settings. The Yeti is the ultimate tool for creating amazing recordings directly to your computer. Delivering exceptional sound and performance, the Yeti can capture anything with a clarity and ease unheard of in a USB microphone. Okay, so maybe they got it right, you know. I was on a chat board or a message board for a big recording software a few years ago, and I was asking about USB mics, you know, what's a good USB mic. Of course, this one always came up, but I remember one of the fellows wrote back, for pro recording, you still want to go XLR cable. Okay, so we'll go upstairs and we'll finish the video going through my notes upstairs. Okay, see ya.